Welcome to this week's episode of Why Did We Watch This? I'm Finn,
I'm Sky.
and this week, why did we watch The Wicker Man?
Hey everyone, just quickly popping in before the episode starts to let you know about a content warning as we discuss sexism in this episode. If you want to find any more content warnings or spoiler warnings, check down in the description below. Thanks! Alright, so, Finn, why did we watch this movie?
I don't know, I hated it.
Damn, getting your opinions out already, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hated it. I sucked.
Yeah, no, this movie did suck shit. Alright, I actually did a fair amount of... Sorry, I just read one of the reviews. I did do a bit of research for this.
Right.
So, how did we want to structure this again? Do you want me to read some of the 3 reviews?
No, let's save that bit to the end.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll cut this out.
Yeah, of course. So, a sheriff investigating the disappearance of a young girl from a small island discovers there's a larger mystery to solve among the island's secretive neo-pagan community.
Okay.
Solid.
I want to preface this by saying that the original Wicker Man is one of my favourite films ever.
Likewise, yeah.
I am incredibly heavily biased.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really hard to, I guess, sort of review a remake without taking so much from. It's like, okay, what was the original like? Was it good? Did they improve on anything? This one, all of the answers are no.
It was not good. They did not improve on anything. As I said in my review, I want to kill myself.
Yep. So, I mean, hey, after episode 3 comes out, because this is going to be episode 2, after episode 3 comes out, the podcast might end because we'll both be dead. I don't know if we can put that on merch, though.
No.
Yeah, no. So, anyway. Let's talk about this. Let's
tackle this shit.
Yeah, so I did a bit of research about this, because I remember reading something a little bit ago about the director, and
Neil LaBute?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So he's mostly done playwrights. He writes a lot of plays.
Right.
But then he also has a bit of a reputation where, I guess, people are there's accusations that he's very sexist.
I mean, have you seen this film?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things, because,
It feels like someone who is incredibly sexist trying to go, nah, look, I'm not sexist, look. I put women in my films and then make the majority of the cast women, having, 3-4 male cast members in the entire film?
Yep. With only 2 of them talking. Oh, yep. No, unless you want to count James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco in his brief appearance at the end of this film.
Yeah. God.
As bar patron number 1.
Yeah, bar patron. And we thought he was going to be on the island.
Yeah, I
maybe he is. Watch
him.
This movie. Nah, fuck it. Look, if you're listening to this, you should know by now you're gonna get spoiled.
Oh yes, spoilers obviously.
So let's see. He's made some movies where I'm not sure what the general gist is. It's either he has a lot of movies where it's sort of it's either showing the worst of humanity, and that's meant to be the thing. It's meant to be a dark comedy of it. It's oh,
Right.
look at these real shitty dude bros. Oh, they're like manipulating a deaf woman or something, which is the movie In Company of Men, I believe.
Right.
Um, and so I remember watching a video or something like with that, and they're like, "All right, now let's look at the Wicker Man.
Mm.
This doesn't feel good."
No, it
And
doesn't.
even if he isn't sexist, by a lot of the stuff he said, he's very misanthropic. So he seems to have a bit of a disdain for humanity as a whole.
Mm. I just noticed. I just looked on his filmography because I hadn't
Mhm.
honestly done any research into this. I just noticed he's done yet another shit remake of a classic British film,
I think I know which one you're gonna say. Yep.
Death at a Funeral.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the original for that. It's like getting a bit personal here. It's a film I watched to help get over the death of a family member.
Yeah.
And the American remake is awful.
Which, funnily enough, I've only seen the remake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I needed something to watch. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Death at a Funeral. Duh, 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 duh.
Look,
Oh my god, Peter Dinklage is in both.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
he plays the same role in both as well. Obviously,
Yeah.
like
Damn.
I would really recommend that the original. Actually, it's such a good film. But
Yeah.
that's not what we're here to talk about. I just wanted to.
No
point
matter
it
how
out.
much we don't want to talk about this movie, we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so, was there anything you liked in this, Finn?
I liked the bee theming. Not the like I liked how the whole island was all in like hex patterns. I thought the actual design of the island was very nice.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, yep, no, okay.
I'm not going to mince my words. There really isn't much about this film I genuinely liked.
Yeah. Um.
Also, I want to
Yeah.
say my just absolute annoyance at the fact that the copy that I acquired for us to watch
I
did
know.
not have the bee scene. It
Yes.
didn't have that scene in it for
God,
some reason.
I was so disappointed. That was the only part of the movie I was looking forward to.
Same.
It was on
Apart from the bit where Nick Cage punches a woman in a bear costume.
Yeah, that was also a highlight. But yeah, no, that was a deleted scene, which was not on our copy of a possibly burnt copy, because you cannot find this movie anywhere.
I legitimately don't know. Like I said, so disappointed that we didn't get that scene. It was the only scene I was looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't think of much that I liked. I know the bees were cool. Cage, when he went full Cage and started yelling, that was funny.
Normally that I appreciate that, but it just felt disingenuous in this film.
Yeah.
It just looked like everyone in this film looked like they were having such a bad time. And it's just like I just can't be fucked watching this film and enjoying. I can't even enjoy it for how bad it is, which is something I normally love to do.
Look, if I wasn't around friends while watching this movie,
Mm.
I might have been like walked into traffic and like kissed a truck. Like
Yeah.
which, hey, trucks, that's another fun thing in this movie.
Don't get me started.
But no, like, if I was not around other people to just make jokes to get through this, holy shit.
And I'm so glad we had a chaser film as well.
Yeah, I'll get into the chaser at the end, because then, I don't know, whatever. But, so, I don't know, there wasn't much I liked about this movie, and something I also did check, Nick Cage, apparently, he was like, oh no, I knew this movie was, like, sort of meant to be a bit absurd, and so I sort of played a bit upon that. And, I don't know, like, I mean, take all of what I say with a bit of a grain of salt, because a lot of info about this movie is very hard to find.
Really?
Yeah, it's so like I don't know. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, but like I don't know. There was just like some conflicting things.
Mm,
Oh, Cage himself acknowledged that the film was absurd. He remarks in 2010. That's
right.
on the Wikipedia. And then apparently there was also a thing where
I believe it's actually called the Wikipedia.
oh sorry. Shut up.
No,
but
that was on me.
but yeah, apparently the director, because of like how bad the reception was, he was like, oh, it's meant to be a bit of a dark comedy.
It's not funny. It's
But
not
yeah, I was about
dark.
to ask, Finn, where do you think the funny was in this?
I don't think it was funny. I don't think it was at all dark. It was one of the brightest movies ever. Like,
Oh,
just with the actual lighting, it was just
yeah.
so bright the whole
God.
time. The only scenes
With
that were dark was in a bit where he was trapped underground.
oh yeah, when he went into the fucking crypt or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, is it a bit of a before we get into the stuff we don't like, there's just something funny I found.
Yeah.
So, so in another part of the Wikipedia, the film garnered 5 Golden Raspberry Award nominations, but did
Oh,
not win any of them.
I don't know what's worse, being nominated for a Razzie and winning, or being nominated for 5 and losing all of them.
Yep. So it lost Worst Picture to Basic Instinct 2. It lost Best
There was a
Actor for
Basic
Cage.
Instinct too?
Yep. That might be another thing we have to talk about, but So Cage lost to Marion and Sean Waynes for Little, whatever. It lost Worst Screenplay to Leora Barish and Henry Bean for Basic Instinct 2.
Yeah.
It lost to Worst Remake or Ripoff to Little Man. It
I've
lost
never heard of
Worst
that.
Yeah, it lost Worst On-Screen Couple with the contender of Cage and His Bear Suit, and it lost to Sean Waynes and either Kerry Washington. Another Little Man thing. I don't know what that movie is.
I quickly Google Little Man
Yeah, Little Man.
2006.
Probably, yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not excited for that. I'll have to look it up as well.
It's from the looks of it, it's about a couple
Oh,
who can't
no.
have kids
Yep,
when
no, I
they see
remember this.
sorry, let me read the description. A
Yeah.
childless couple, Daryl and Vanessa, experiences joy when they see a person of short stature, Calvin, at their doorstep. They adopt him, but are unaware that he is a thief who has robbed a diamond.
Yep, I remember seeing this. Like, not actually watching this movie, I've seen the poster.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
Adding this one to the list, got it.
Oh, fuck.
All right,
Anyway, but,
back to the film at hand.
yeah, anyway, the other things that, so there's another Bad Movie Award called, so at the 2006 Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, it got 2 nominations, one of which it won.
Oh, good. It won something at least. It deserved.
Yeah, so it lost for Worst Actor. It lost to Tim Allen for Santa Claus 3, The Shaggy
Santa
Dog,
3
and
isn't
Zoom.
awful. Mean, all those films are not awful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call any of them good.
Yeah. But the one it won for the Stinkers Award was Worst Remake.
Yeah, naturally.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
So Finn, what didn't you like about this movie?
Where do you want me to begin?
Wherever you want, buddy.
Okay, so I want to start off with how this film attempts to be a shot-for-shot remake of the film, even of the original, even including many, many lines of dialogue from the original. Also, this film is set on an island off of Washington, I believe. Whereas the original is set on an island in the Orkneys in Scotland, a lot of the dialogue is very much has a lot of Scottish slang in it, and they do just bring that over, and it makes zero sense in context.
Yeah.
What else?
God.
The fact that they fucking slander the name of Edward Woodward in this by giving his surname to the main little girl.
Yeah.
And then giving Nicolas Cage's character the name of Edward.
Yeah.
Where else? The trucks. Can we talk about the trucks?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the trucks. Why were there trucks here, Finn?
So in the beginning of the film, Nicolas Cage watches a woman and her daughter get fucking obliterated by a truck. After their car was on fire. And then he has, for some reason, a recurring hallucinations of said truck.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And it kept hitting little girls.
It kept hitting little girls. Not even the same little girl.
Nope.
Just little girls.
I wish they used it a bit more, frankly.
I wish they used it a lot less, to be honest.
I mean, what if, like, when he was underwater that one time, when he was hallucinating again, and he was trying to save a little girl, what if a truck was underwater and hit the girl? How awesome would that be?
That would be amazing, but unfortunately, they had a quota, they filled it, and they just never used the truck again after a certain point in the film.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I want to keep going. Shit, I didn't like about this.
Yeah, of course.
In the original, the whole thing was the reason they brought Sergeant Howie onto the island is that they knew he was a devout Christian and was a virgin.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Because
sorry, yeah, the original, yeah.
In the original. And because they needed a virgin and they needed an adult virgin sacrifice for their Wicker Man ritual to help their crops grow and shit.
Yeah.
But it's unclear why in this film they picked Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Was he just because he's allergic to bees?
I don't know. Like, the only vibe I got was like, okay, I guess he was at one point engaged to one of them.
The cultists. Which could all just be a big con as well.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to be there.
There was zero rhyme or reason to this film.
What if he was a virgin? And he just didn't know how babies were made? He's like,
is that my baby? Yes, of course, Nicolas Cage.
Wow,
it is your
where do babies come from?
Nicolas Cage impressions immediately turned into Owen Wilson impressions. Both of us.
Whoops. Yeah, I did notice that.
Okay, what else? As much as I love Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage, he was a bit too Nicolas Cage in this film, for my liking.
Yeah.
He
felt so bland for a good portion.
It was one of those Nicolas Cage films where he was either at 0 or 100. And then the 100 only lasted for about 5 minutes.
I was about to say, the 100 was like almost nowhere, besides when he got a bit angry. It's like, why is the doll burnt, or whatever.
Yeah, fucking doll as well. Oh,
God, I mean, the original movie managed to be creepy and whimsical at the same time. This movie
20 minutes shorter.
And 20 minutes shorter, and this movie decided to be 20 minutes longer and not creepy or whimsical.
It was such a if it was at least a bit fun, I might have forgiven the runtime a bit. but it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh my god. There's so much about this film that I truly hated, but I feel
Oh,
like I should let you have a turn now because I've been talking for like 10 minutes.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it, just the acting was so bad, and like I don't know what they were trying to go for. It was
Mm,
like like the at the very beginning when he finally got onto the island, they were like what's in the bag? Oh, have a peek. It
and
stares at everyone. He's gonna look in the bag. He gets
teehee.
spooked. They all laugh at him.
And
He moves
then
on.
we don't see what was in the bag.
No. Which, I don't know, could have been a body, could have been a pig. Who can say, though?
Could have been truly anything.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no, it's none of it made sense. It it wasn't scary. It was just boring. Um, it feels like it defiled the original Wicker Man.
Oh yeah, I believe in my review I described it as a bastardization of one of the best films ever made.
Yeah, no, that probably be the best way to put it, honestly. Like this movie was it was so bad. But I also did find this bit of trivia.
Mm,
Robin Hardy, director and co-writer of the original film, and Christopher Lee, who played Summer Isle in the
yeah.
original film, were both critical of the remake. Hardy had his name removed from the film's credits
What the
as he did
fuck?
not wish to be associated with it.
Yeah, but then in all fairness, he went on to go make a really bad sequel to The Wicker Man,
Yeah.
The Wicker Tree, which I haven't seen.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no,
I
that's is that wait, the
Robin
director
Hardy
for the original movie did a
released a
sequel?
sequel, yeah,
Oh,
in
oh no.
2011.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's called The Wicker Tree. It has Christopher Lee in it,
Huh.
as a background character, like a minor character. Um,
Huh.
but otherwise, it's set in Texas.
What the fuck?
Here, let me read the description for that one.
Yeah, yes
Gospel singer
please.
Beth and her cowboy boyfriend Steve leave Texas to preach door to door in Scotland. When, after initial abuse, they are welcomed with joy and elation to Tresock, Trezzock. I'm going to say Trezzock. The border fiefdom of Sir Lachlan Morrison. They're about to learn the real meaning of sacrifice. It's got a 1.9.
Whoa. Okay.
Which is the same as this film.
I mean, I don't want to say that one sounds more awesome than this one, but it
It sounds like
sounds more
something I want to
awesome.
watch more.
And the cowboy boyfriend.
Yeah, I
I
love
was already
cowboys.
hooked. I just hated how it didn't do anything. It just tried so hard. I don't even know if it even tried. It was just it just had the name Wicker Man on it and the script, and then there was no flavor or energy put into any
It
of
looks
it.
like all of the people involved in this film were given a Sparks note on the original, never watched it, or when they did, or if they did, they just were like half paying attention and just took the lines they could remember and went, "Yeah, that's what it's about, right?"
Yeah. God, the build up to the bees and the fact of
The scene
look,
was cut
I'll
from our
bring up the
copy.
scene again, but like the whole build up to being like, oh yes, we get honey on this island. Oh look at bees and shit, and then he
Oh
falls
look,
off his bike, which he rode around the island on a bike, and tried to look like a badass while doing it, and he failed.
it wasn't even his bike; he stole it.
Yeah, and yeah, I know he tried to run through a field of bees, got stung because he's allergic to bees. They made that very apparent as well.
And then they didn't give him the
They
EpiPen.
Oh, I mean, they might have.
Oh, no, they said they used all natural medicines.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Don't you mean an uh, Ep-B pen?
Oh, that was right. It was called Epi-B, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, Epi-B.
Yeah. Oh,
But
God.
yeah, there was just so much build up to nothing.
Mm.
Not even the fucking deleted scene. There was just
Apparently, the
it tried to
context
build
of
itself up, and there was nothing.
yeah. Apparently, the context of that was they used the bee helmet to sedate him and basically knock him unconscious before chucking him in the Wicker Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for that.
I'm just going off of what I've read.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know if that's true or not, but
I mean, maybe. Maybe in their mind, sure.
mm,
We'll say that.
I know we weren't going to mention this. We were going to mention this a bit later, but I just want to note the top review for this film,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just word for word the the oh my god, the bees speech. It's just that
It is
word for
too.
word.
Oh, it's so funny. Actually, no. Some of my other favorite things from this, were probably when Nick Cage started fighting back. He punched a woman in the face, then he kicked a woman into the wall.
No, the punching the woman in the face is probably my highlight of the film. It's
Yeah.
the only bit I found genuine joy in.
Then the bear suit punch was obviously it's just
Which sounds
incredible.
really bad out of context.
Oh, it does. Maybe this is what the director wanted. Maybe he is sexist.
What do you mean, maybe?
Oh, look, I mean, probably, but
The only people,
you know,
the only two people we see getting, the only three people we see actively getting injured are Nicolas Cage, who gets Wicker Manned, the woman Nicolas Cage punches in the face, and then the two women that get ran over by a truck.
oh yeah, true. I'll make the claim, sure. Fuck. I don't even remember your name. Fuck you, director.
Neil LaBute.
Neil LaBute. Fuck you.
Or LaBooty. I don't know.
Because apparently he also had a movie. I think it was a play or whatever called Fat Pig or something,
Oh god.
and about as good as you can imagine. And fucking, I think while doing an interview, they were like, "Why did you decide on the name Fat Pig?" And he's like, "'Cause stupid bitch was taken."
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, no, he gives me bad vibes. Like,
Yeah.
really bad vibes.
Okay, I know we shouldn't. Can we talk about the original for a bit?
Yeah,
I
no,
lo-
I need to be happy. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
original.
The original is so beautiful. There is a 5-minute full-on nude dance scene
Best scene of the movie.
by fucking, is it Britt Eklund who does the 5-minute dance scene?
I can't say for sure. I don't
think
know
it
the
is,
names.
but
Yeah, all I know is it's the bartender's daughter.
the landlord's daughter.
Sorry, the landlord's daughter. It's fun. That one's actually funny. It's
yeah,
actually funny while being creepy and a bit whimsical. It builds everything up,
yeah,
and it delivers on what it was trying to do.
it really does. And
the music.
And the mass amount of Scottish shit in that film makes a lot more sense because it's set in Scotland.
You don't know, Finn. Maybe Scottish people migrated to just off the coast of Washington on a private island.
Yeah, who knows? But
We don't-
yeah, in the original,
say?
Edward Woodward and Christopher Lee give absolutely brilliant performances. Christopher Lee dances around in a dress for a bit. Who can ask for more?
He also doesn't have a Scottish accent, which is really funny, frankly.
He doesn't, but in all fairness, he is supposed to be nobility and from the mainland.
Oh, true.
So that I will give him. But everyone else, his Scottish accent is so thick it's sometimes hard to understand them.
But hey, you don't need to understand them.
You just need the vibe, really.
Yeah. And think of it like Midsummer.
Yeah.
But in Midsummer, you actually can't understand what they're saying.
Unless you're Swedish.
Unless you're Swedish, of course.
Or can speak Swedish.
Yeah.
But if you want an actual good spiritual sequel to The Wicker Man, watch Midsummer.
Yeah. Just
That one's a great film. And
Or-
it gives...
wait, no,
Or-
keep going. Yep.
No, that's basically all I had to say.
Okay, yeah. But if you want to watch another movie instead of this shitter, just watch our Chaser movie after it, where we watched Puss in Boots
And The Last Wish.
and The Last Wish, which
Yeah,
is
that
a
was-
gorgeous movie.
It is. It really is.
It's full of heart, beautiful animation, gives you kind of the vibes of what's it, the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're made by the same studio.
Yeah, which I don't think they are.
I think they are, aren't they?
I mean, they
I
might
might
have
be
the same
talking about
animators.
I might be talking out my ass, but
Because it was Sony Animation, because it's still a part of Sony.
Mhm.
Unless it, I don't fucking know. Who can say, Finn? Who can say?
me, because I'm googling it.
You don't need to.
Uh,
You know, if you want
it's the same director.
okay, fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough. But no, if you want a good, like a kind of, I don't know, spiritual successor to original Wicker Man, just watch Midsummer.
Or just look up folk horror. Most of them are good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite kind of subgenre of horror.
Or just watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, like I said, I love folk horror. If I could recommend a couple more, I'd recommend, like, there are some really good ones. Like, there's one called A Field in England.
oh yeah, that was good.
That one's good
was
and weird.
It was a bit of a fever trip, that one.
Oh, it is. It's also hard to find.
Yeah.
I'd also recommend, obviously, like I said, Midsummer, The Ritual, which it took me 2 watches to actually appreciate, but I like it.
And that also has another great moment in that where a woman gets punched. Yeah.
God, I forgot about that bit. You've just reminded.
Yeah, that was like the. Man, probably should have watched it by myself, frankly, for that
Yeah.
one. But we were just as a group, we're like, oh yeah, well, let's watch this.
I'd also recommend The Blair Witch Project and The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Which is also cosmic horror, but you know, and it's close enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise, shall we read the top 3 reviews to wrap up this episode?
Well, actually, yes. So first, I want to just do this first. I'm gonna read the first sentence of each of our reviews.
Oh God. Shall we read each other's?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sky, I believe your first sentence was, "This movie is fucking awful."
Yep, that's what I put. And then Finn's first sentence was, "I want to kill myself."
Yep, and that pretty much sums up our views on this shithole of a movie.
Yep. So yep. Top reviews. 1 star from Haley is bitches. You bitches. This is murder. Murder. You're all guilty, and you're doing it for nothing.
And the
Killing
rest
me
of
won't
the
bring back
bees
your
speech.
goddamn
Yeah.
honey. Then the whole bees. Oh my god. That's a 4-star review.
Wait, what? I just realized this.
I want you to imagine a
Simon
world where
Ramshaw, what are you doing?
Simon Ramshaw, Jesus. Classical psychological thrills of the 20th century, Silence of the Lambs was remade in a similar terrible fashion to this. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't want to imagine that.
I don't know about that. Okay. Recent reviews by Trolls 2 was okay. 2 stars, pile of stink.
Fly Kid Sid just put a thumbs down.
1.5 star, not the bees. Lol, this was a dumpster fire that should have been extinguished earlier than its final runtime. Thank you,
Correct.
Michael B.
Correct, Michael B.
Yes, very correct opinions on that. Don't watch this movie. Like, I cannot preface this enough. Don't watch it. Watch a good movie.
Yeah, this isn't
Um,
even one of those so
it's
bad
so
it's good.
bad it's good.
This is
Yeah,
just bad.
it's very bad. And I remember when I took the disc out of the DVD player, I was like, I remember thinking I kind of wanted to reimburse Finn for the money he spent on it. I was like, oh
But
god, I feel bad.
Instead, you looked me in the eye and said, "You should burn this."
Yeah, I kind of wanted to snap it after the disc fell into my hands.
Hey,
Either
look,
snap it or piss on it.
you could do both.
Yeah, we
I
probably
mean,
won't.
because
We'll buy another copy and then shit on that one.
with how much I spent on that copy, no, we're not.
Yeah, no, fair enough. We won't.
But
Um,
yeah. Otherwise,
yeah,
I don't think I want to talk about this film anymore.
yeah, no, absolutely not.
It's not that I don't have anything to say about this movie. It's that I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, no, fuck this movie. Frankly, it's worn me down.
It
I
really
hate
does.
it.
I hate it so much.
Well, hey, mate, if you check out our reviews on Letterboxd. Otherwise, you can find our social medias for Why Did We Watch This Movie on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
And they will all be linked in the description of this episode
course.
if you're watching on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have some personal accounts. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out later. But otherwise, I've been Sky,
And I've been Finn.
and we'll see you in the theaters.